episode Middle Ground with L.L.C, where we treat you like family. If you did hear it, Lady Snake, that was the theme song, Detroit Love, from our first album, The JLE Experience. I own the music and copyright. Facebook don't mute nothing. Have another great guest for you today. I have TV show producer and host of Faith Rising, Fuel the Fire on JD3 TV, and Internet Intentional Pathways by Design, Relationship Growth Strategist, Kimberly Lechnick. Welcome to the show. I hope I said your name right.
Yes, you did. I'm impressed. Thank you so much, Jeffrey, for the invite. It is an absolute honor to be here with you tonight. And I love that you said a little prayer over us today.
Oh, yeah, I do. When I go to the studio, got that from my producer. I just carried over the show. Backstage, we do that. Make sure the vibe is right, conversation's fun, and get people to try to find their purpose. All right, first question. What led you to this path?
What led me to this path? Wow. I think I'd have to say, I'm going to be pretty deep here. I think I mentioned to you before backstage that I'm a pretty deep thinker. So I'd have to say, after I came out of the birth canal of my mother, I didn't know.
I like what you did there. Keep going. Keep going.
I didn't know it in that moment. Okay. I didn't know it in that moment, but I know now from where I sit and where I stand that everything that has occurred in my life was perfect. I didn't feel like that after coming out of the birth canal, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just know that now where I sit, that I think this was where I was supposed to be all along. But if we are going to get really technical about it, I have over 25 years supporting children and families. And I was looking for that next level, that next step of service, because I knew nothing else but service in my life. Okay. I have always been serving. And it wasn't because I had a strong relationship with God the whole entire time. It was that I just did it. But see, that's what I'm saying. I think it was in my life the whole entire time. So anyway, so I have 25 years experience supporting children and families, is looking for that next level. And so I came across coaching, and I initially thought, you know what, I'm going to coach a few people and just give. Well, for me, God had other plans. God had other plans for me. And so what turned into, I was just going to coach a few people. Here I am today. TV show producer and host of Faith Rising, Feel the Fire, relationship growth strategist. I mean, sometimes I have to pinch myself, and then I look up and say, hey, you know what? Like, hey, I thought we were just going to coach a few people.
No, that ain't never God's plan. You might want a cup, God. Like, no, I got a extra infinite gallon for you to use all the time. And Chris says hello. Shout out to Chris.
Hi, Chris. How are ya?
Okay, so what is a relationship growth strategist?
Lovely question. So for me, it's a culmination of my journey. So relationships are really important to me. Initially, when I started out my journey, it was a necessity for me to study relationships. Now it's an absolute deep passion. Growth is my first core value, is my top core value. And strategist is I've had strategy my whole entire life. I had to design my whole life. I
Okay.
had to design the whole thing. And so now I get to take that expertise as a relationship growth strategist and help and support my clients in developing those strong relationships. So they too can have stronger relationships in their life and, in essence, build a new pathway for their life. Because we all know what they say about relationships. They are the most important thing that we have. It's the most important currency.
True.
So I feel so blessed to have this assignment in my life.
Okay. And I told you, Atlantis, that's on there too. You the
Hi,
one.
Paul.
Shout out to Paul. Appreciate you, sir. Now, how'd you come up with the name Intentional Pathways by Design?
Oh, that's a really good one. So I was sitting in a training, in a boot camp training for my
Okay.
uh, coaching. And I was in there, and the gal who was running it, she pointed her finger at me, and all of a sudden she said, "Divine." She said, "You're divine." She's very intuitive, very spiritual, and but she pointed her finger and she looked at me and she said, "Divine." And so I went home after that training, and I'm going, okay, divine intention. Oh my goodness. I just
Awesome.
right there, I connected intentional pathways by design. Intentional pathways by design. I want to help others build intentional pathways for their life that are created. We are the creators of our pathway. We can make a decision in a split second. We can make a different decision. We can do it. So yes, that's where the name is.
Yeah, it's a dope name. Caught my attention. I was coming up with the question like, okay, that's pretty cool. Now, you are a TV show producer and host of Faith Rising, Field of Fire on JD3 TV. How did all that
Yeah.
come about?
Okay. So I'm going to take you back to when I thought I was just going to coach a few people.
Okay.
And I connected to a local entrepreneurial community in my area. I thought I need support. So I ended up jumping in headfirst to the community. And, I was networking, I was building relationships. Well, the end result of that is I was invited to be the relationship concierge for this community. So
Wow.
they had a fairly large community online, and then they had in-person events that I would go to. I just felt so honored. But what I learned during COVID was that I was really connected not only to family and to building relationships, but I was connected to business. I was a woman who was just starting out my business looking for support.
Mhm.
But I noticed that the other entrepreneurs that were connecting to, not only were they purpose driven, but they needed systems, they needed processes, they needed these resources. And so I thought, okay, being an entrepreneur is no easy feat. I want to be the light. I want to be the light. I want to ignite them. I want them to feel excited about waking up every morning. I started interviewing all of these entrepreneurs and just feeling so connected to their heart, so connected to their passion. And when I connected heart to heart, I was on fire. I was on fire. And so, oh my goodness, I forgot your question for a minute. I was on fire.
Oh, no problem. How did the TV show producer and host the Field of Faith Rising Field of Fire come about? That story
Thank
you
you.
told.
Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. So
No problem.
I decided to kind of remove myself from the community because I felt, you know what, this is the time I have to create something on my own, and that's when I created Empower Me Now. So I had Empower Me Now, and I was looking for different places on Clubhouse, different areas where people were looking for a concept for a show. And I was really, really passionate about this. So I found a few and they just didn't sit right. But then one of my connections introduced me to Dr. James Dentley, Dr. Sir James Dentley. And I said, I'm home. I am absolutely home. This is for me. Faith, right? And then Empower Me Now became Faith Rising, Feel the Fire. And just like I had a flame inside of me, I wanted to share that flame with others by igniting their passion for what they are doing to heal humanity.
Oh, that's awesome. That's very touching, inspiring story. What and J3D TV, JD3 TV. Where can people find that at to watch?
I can absolutely share the link after we're done. I can share the link. It's www.jd3tv.com. But we also have a link for our show, and it's Kimberly and Lindsay. Oh my gosh, I have to get that link for you. But it's Kimberly and Lindsay because guess what? Not only do I have a show, not only are there other amazing entrepreneurs, purpose driven entrepreneurs on this network, but
Mhm.
Dr. Dentley is so generous that he created a platform for all of us to have our own ecosystem. You know,
Nice.
like when you think of having your show and you think of YouTube or you think of these different platforms, Facebook, because I was going live a lot. But when you think of owning your content and somebody else not having access, you know what I mean? Like your content is your content. In this day and age, that's so important because we're building, we're creating.
That's true.
So yeah, right. We're just so grateful to have this opportunity to have our shows.
Shout out to all the creators because creating is not easy. I'm slowly building
Amen.
this thing. 9 seasons. It's been a lot of work, a lot of getting out the mud, leaning on God by myself.
Amen. Amen. You're not alone though, Jeffrey. You're not alone.
Nah, nah. Just keep grinding. Cause some days, like, man, I'm good. I can go watch cartoons. Like, hey, some guy to start grabbing by your ear. Like, hey, they get on there. You got shows. Get to work. And I
Love
want, I
it.
want, I want to do it anymore. Okay, we reached the point. Time to promote you. Let people know what you got going on and when. Floor is yours.
Oh, wow. What do we have going on? Well, we have episodes, of course, that are going to be soon to be released. You can follow us on Faith Rise Fire on Instagram. You can connect with me here on LinkedIn, on Facebook, in Clubhouse. I am all around. I have a book collaboration currently with a fantastic collaborator, and we're looking actually for 23 collaborators, power partners, if you will. And this
Okay.
book, I want you to think about and take yourself back to the pandemic. Take yourself
Mm,
back to the pandemic and then think about your journey during that time. What carried you through? I'm going to ask you that, James or Jeffrey, right here. What carried you
mm.
through that time?
Jesus. Jesus, music, working out, and strong will. Because something I have learned with my situation of marriage, I always had to be that rock where it couldn't show. I don't know what we're gonna do. Oh my god, because that didn't always pan out good. So still like water, I guess Bruce Lee used to say. And only time I actually had an anxiety attack was when we had to go back to work in Wayne State. I'm like, oh my god, man,
Mm,
clink this stuff, gotta go bad. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
mhm.
Hadn't guy got you this far? Yeah, you gotta talk to yourself. Like, so you think he can't wax on, wax off with a pandemic? Like, well, yeah, you got to point that, Jeff. So relax. He got you. Keep it going. Man, put a
I
mask on, get wash your knee, wash your hands, and keep moving.
I love that. For me, when I think about it, I think, yeah, absolutely God, but love, right? So the book Collaboration is about
Mm-hmm.
how love carried us through the pandemic. How did we make it through? I have been hearing so many fantastic love stories about how love showed up during a time. I mean, and think about legacy. So we have this an opportunity to create legacy with our families, with ourselves for future generations. And so I have that going on. I have shows being released, um,
Okay.
working with clients, uh, building communities, bringing humanity together. So many fantastic spaces. I just met a gentleman, and I want to share with your community. Just recently, I was getting together a mastermind for people to come and mastermind and look at how we could solve homelessness in our country, starting with Chicago. And I had the pleasure of meeting this gentleman that is already doing this through his 501c3. And so I am now connected to his organization and
Okay.
learning how I can also be a part of what he's created. So there is so much going on and so many different ways that people can take part.
Okay. Um, I guess before I put the episode up, if you give me the information, those links, I put in. If you know it's the latest episode, try to put all the information in there, so it's a one-stop shop for someone that want to get the episode checked out or what the person got going on. And our good friend Chris has a question. How do you connect with people, Kimberly and Jeff, and how do you build community?
Okay. How do you connect with people? Oh my goodness. I just reach out. I notice something on their profile. I see what they're doing, and I just reach out and say, "Hey, you know what? I really like what you're doing. I would love to connect with you." And it's just really powerful. But I'd say in relationship building, it's really, really important to show interest in what the other person is doing when you're building the
Mhm.
relationship, because that is the successful way of building the relationships. What do you think, Jeffrey?
Yeah, I know when I reach out to people, I always every so often like, okay, 'cause my mission is to find all career fields, so I'd start going through the network, seeing people come across, and I get a vibe. I reach out to them. When I do, I explain what I'm doing, give them a chance to be on the show, or how it can be a help to them. And amazingly, a lot of people when they hear what the show is about, like, oh, that's awesome. You want to interview me? Like, yeah, because the thought process is if someone sees everyday people doing amazing things, they realize I could do it too. It's awesome to interview famous people as well, but if you see someone just an everyday Joe or Joette, you can do it too. And they doing amazing stuff, so why you can't do it? But you got to try.
Yes,
When
absolutely. I
you
love
out,
it. I
yeah.
love it. You just step out. I totally agree. I totally agree with you, Jeffrey. It's just a matter of stepping out. And you're absolutely right. All we have to do is step out because you can do it. Anyone who's listening can do it.
Hmm.
All they have to do is take that first step. I love it. And I
Hey, I'm
think
in season. He just ain't nothing I plan to do. So I'm doing it. You can do something. Whatever it is you want to do, you can do something.
I love it. I think that Chris asked about how to build community,
Yeah.
also. And so for me, Chris, when you're talking about building community, I say it's just one person at a time, but even more powerful, I find that collaboration. And I learned that the latter half really, really powerfully. The latter half, that building through collaboration is so much powerful, because what can we do when we're combining? So use Jeffrey and I. So Jeffrey invited me on to his show, and there's different ways that we can collaborate together to help each other win. And when we're doing that, it's so much more powerful. Think about the people in your network. Think about what they're doing. Just like the example I used with Hope, that's the 501c3 I'm speaking about. So just think about that, what they're doing. So I was already going to create something on my own. So then I'm in a space where, okay, do I need to do it on my own, or can I just join his group? His group that's already doing it. And then that means I can make even more of an impact.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes we want to build our own community, and then sometimes we want to collaborate with others, but the possibilities are absolutely endless.
True, and definitely when you engage them to build community, as long as they see you actually trying to help and you ain't got no agenda, then they're really like, okay, they really want to rock with me, so let me rock with them.
Yes, I love it.
There's some Decepticons out here now. Everybody not an Autobot. You gotta watch them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They come with the okie doke. Like, wait a minute, I thought you were trying to do some good, and you trying to sell me something. That's not true.
Well, you know what? That's really interesting, Jeffrey, because
Mhm.
that is really important, in this entrepreneurial journey. And I had to learn this lesson as well. It's so important to protect your energy, and really set your intentions and look at your intentions, protect your energy, and really think about and be mindful, as you take those steps. I think that's been an important lesson for me in my journey.
Oh yeah, hey, I already got trust issues, so I'm already watching. Like, are they legit? What's the angle? Okay, I don't see one. They are who they say they are. I can rock with. So I've encountered some
Yeah.
people like that. Like, I thought you was trying to help me. No, I'm good. No, I'm good. I'm just gonna leave that person alone. Like, you can't waste my time with this bull jack right here, but okay. You can just try to sell me, so not being good with it. Don't come as my friend. You gotta do all that. Okay. What has been your biggest challenge on your journey?
Hmm. I don't know. I'm a little unusual that way. I guess I don't look at things as challenges. I don't know if that sounds too cliche. Um, but I guess if I were to say that something was, um, I think sometimes when I connected with people,
Mm-hmm.
that I thought were genuine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that I had to learn that it was more a reflection of me. So think of a mirror, and think about looking in the mirror and then reflecting back, because everything's a reflection of us. So we put out an energy, and then that energy reflects back
Uh-huh.
on us. And I think that's the challenging part, is that along the way in our entrepreneurial journeys, and mine specifically, because I'm speaking about my experience, it's
Okay.
been that there's times where you have to um, own your stuff. You're not, it's about progression, it's not perfection. And there's times in this journey that you have to own your stuff. And that's okay. That's okay. And it's okay. For me, I think I was sharing with you, Jeffrey, I had a little flame inside. I have a little flame inside my belly. And sometimes it's a real large flame, and then sometimes it's, smaller. But it's
Mm-hmm.
just allowing myself the grace and compassion to know that I'm human, and that when
Absolutely.
I need support, I go to the truth. And for me, spiritually, that's my source, and my source is God. So,
Yeah, I mean, middle ground's a safe place. You can talk on it. Definitely. I would say my biggest challenge has been just doing it. Because, okay, once you do it, okay, everything, the way my mind think, everything has an equation and a formula that equals this. But it's a matter of
mhm,
you figuring out how do you find it to make it efficient so you can start going to the next step. And that was the biggest thing. Like, okay, well, I got to do this, but how do I do it? So research.
mhm.
Okay, they do it like that. They do their show like this. Nah, I want to do that. Okay, I do it like this. And you start formulating your own formula of whatever it is you're working on. And then in that, you'll start keep building on it. And then it was like, well, will this really grow? Like, okay, I'm supposed to go across the planet. I'm keep grinding to get it there, but will it really? I don't know. But then you start over time. Like I always tell a story on the shows. I created my LinkedIn for a business class because we had to do it.
Mhm.
I ain't. We was in the class and was it 2017? Like, what is a LinkedIn? It's business Facebook. Oh, okay. I know they got one of those. So I created it and left it alone. I ain't used it again until I got my degree, and I put on there how hype I was to get it, and it got like 3,000 views. Like, whoa, I might need to use this thing more. And
Mhm.
once I got on the app, started using it, I'm impressed. People reach out to me like, "Oh, I see what you're doing. Can I be a guest?" I'm like, "I meet this person. Let me go." Oh, okay. They reached out to me. Okay, cool, no problem. And that's like the weirdest part of it now. Like, it's growing to where people are knowing about it. They come out, reach out to me.
I love that. I
Shout
love that. Oh, wow. From Liberia.
Going global, baby.
Wow. That's congratulations.
Yeah, we out these global streets. Let's get it. I told you I ain't got no sense. Next question. In your opinion, I figured a better way to ask this question because I think I was messing up. And I'll ask it. In your opinion, what has been your impact on your journey?
So, what kind of impact have I made?
In your opinion.
That's a great that really is a great question, because I think most of the impact that we all make. So I mean, I'll speak for myself. Sometimes we don't even know, and I think that's been some of the strongest impact that I feel. I feel like, yes, we're out there, we're doing this and we're doing that,
Mm-hmm.
but in the end, it's really honestly, it's the ripples. It's the ripples that occur because of the energy that we're putting out. And it's those ripples that are going to make the greatest impact, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true. I've seen some people that have watched the show would tell me, man, that guest really spoke to me. It got me on at least start researching what I was trying to do. Like, I ain't know you was thinking about doing something. So that's pretty dope. So that just kind of reassured me that God was right to grab me by the ear to make sure I kept doing this. I can be
You know
stubborn.
what? Can I speak to that for a second? It's
Go ahead.
interesting. I'll have those moments where I'll be like, "Are you serious? God? Like, are you serious?" And then my phone dings, right? Because I've a
Hmm.
notification from my Bible app, and
Okay.
it never fails. Keep having faith. It says. Keep
Nice.
going. Keep having the faith. Hold the faith. God says that you are in the right direction. And it never fails because that thing dings. And just when I'm like, oh my gosh, this is getting heavy, or something's happening or going on, and or my phone will ring and it's somebody, and it's like, there's my angel. Like,
Nice.
there is my angel. I Okay, this is right. Or he'll send me somebody, like a new guest for the show, or he'll connect me with somebody that I'm just
Hmm.
like, I just don't know. And that's what I'm saying about faith. Like, if my life, if somebody knew every single detail of my life, they would say, what? You're not, what? You're not going to go to school. You're not going to get that degree. It's not going to happen. And every
I
single
feel you.
time I said, tell me no, and I'll do it again.
There you go.
Tell me no, and I'll step out. Tell me I'm not going to do it, and I'll prove you wrong.
Yep. Sometimes you gotta be your own motivator, coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
My
Mhm.
teammate Gina has the question. Any advice for those considering being a coach like you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would love to have a conversation with you, Gina, and we can talk about that. But if you just want an answer, I would have to say, search your heart, journal about it. Journal about it. Journal, write it down. And whatever is speaking to your heart, do more of that. I say, if you want to be a coach and that is on your heart, then I say, just do it. Just do it, because that's a whisper. You're getting whispers. You're getting whispers. But if you want to have a conversation, I am very open to having a conversation, and you can ask me anything.
Yeah, she good people. Now, another, and she's a former guest as well as Colette. We never know who's watching us and feel we are making an impact on their lives. True.
Yeah.
But Chris says Colette, he was so true. And teammate again, that ding is God saying I said what I said. Yeah, he do that a lot with me. That is so true. I can get it. That's probably my biggest kryptonite. Man, I ain't feeling this. I ain't doing it. This boy don't want to listen. Okay, he gonna get smacked right today. And then you get that, like, hey, what's that? I know it's probably him. Like, come here. Didn't I tell you you need to be doing this? Look at these people you helping. What is the problem, Jeff? Like, man, I don't feel like it. I want to put my feet up and chill. Like, so. I mean, that's how God talked to me. Like, yeah, I made Moses do it. So who are you? Like, dang, I guess you got to put that name. I can't say too much of nothing. Nah. I gotta get on my pity party and get back to work. I can't tell Moses, you know. Like, you gotta throw the big joker out there like that. You gotta do all that, God. That ain't cool. You know? And which leads us to the most amazing question I ask everybody. What advice do you have for someone trying to find their purpose?
Well, I think I shared with you, Jeffrey, that I have a gift for your audience if they would like it. And it's the Core Values Workshop Bundle. And I would love to gift it to everyone. And so when I am thinking about purpose, I am thinking of a few core things. And that is that you absolutely explore what those core values are for you. You need to
Okay.
know what your core values are. And it's okay. A lot of times our core values will change, and that's okay. But it's important to kind of look at that and look and see what are those top 5. You can even get longer lists, you can play with them, but it's important to know your top 5. For me, my top core value is growth. So that when somebody meets me and they know my top value is growth, they can really tell because I'm constantly evolving and open to change. Next,
Okay.
it's really important to be connected to source. So whether it is God, whether it is Buddha, whether it is Allah, whether it is energy, whether it is the earth, whatever it is for you, your angels. I had a guy sharing the other day that his angels speak to him often. Whatever it is, you need to be grounded. You need to be grounded in the truth, whatever that is for you. For me, it is God, grounded in those roots, just constantly saturating the ground so those roots can take hold. Because especially as an entrepreneur, even in
Mm-hmm.
any other aspect, but especially as an entrepreneur, you really want to have those roots saturated with nutrients and water and take hold. And there, for me, there's no other way to do it without source. So be connected to source. Also, get out, get outside in nature. Because when we are connected with the earth, hug a tree. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but get outside and hug a tree. Get outside and just show gratitude for everything around you. You know, I look around myself and I have to pinch myself because there was a time that I didn't even know I could take my first step, believe it or not. But I
Wow.
did it. I did it. And there's not one single moment that I regret, even when I fall down. Then also, it is really important to explore your creative side. Explore creativity in your life. Yes, it means you can give yourself permission to have fun. You can have fun. It's good. It's good for the soul. It
Mm-hmm.
feeds you. It feeds you during times when you, I mean, think of a tree and think of the tree swaying back and forth. If those roots are strong, then nothing's going to knock you over. Not nothing. And then also, I would say, um, just have a gratitude practice. Have a gratitude practice and share gratitude every single day. Look around. You are breathing. You are alive. You have arms. You have
True.
legs. You have hair. I can see Jeffrey today. Oh my gosh, that's such a blessing that I get to see
True.
him.
That's true.
Because there's some people, I don't know if
Can't
you
see.
saw it, check out Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast, he just did, I don't know how many hundreds and thousands of eye surgeries around the world. People that couldn't see, he gave them sight.
Wow. I'm gonna check that
He
out.
he paid for all their surgeries.
Wow.
So there were people that could not see. They didn't see their grandchildren. They couldn't see their children. They never saw a color, and they saw. So I'd say those are my top 5 things.
Okay, that's awesome. We got a few comments here. Shout out to Mr. Vulnerability, Carl Sean. Check his shows out. Join the discussion, my friends. Big Chris came with some Yoda game here. Because we truly connect with people on a deep and human level, we can do anything together, become a part of something bigger than ourselves, embrace the power of positivity, the possibilities that is within us all to embrace, share, and help light the way for others. Jeffrey and Kimberly. I agree. Okay, my teammate here, Simon Jeff, bare feet in the grass, hug a tree. We'll do when it
I
get a little
love
warmer. Yeah, she be having jokes. That's teammate. She having jokes though. Yeah, start with the thanks. That's true. Big Chris again. Conversation for curiosity. Yeah, I like the conversation. A lot of great insight. How to find your purpose by another great person. That's gonna find Atlantis. Mm-hmm. Gonna be the one to do it.
I'm digging.
Curiosity. Just send me the picture. I found it with my homie. She found it. See, this was it. You did it.
Oh my gosh.
I definitely want to thank TV show producer and host of Faith Rising, Feel the Fire on JD3 TV, and Intentional Pathways by Design, relationship growth strategist Kimberly Lechnick, sharing an awesome journey, all this great knowledge and wisdom. Hope whoever hear this, watch it now, or watch the replay, to help you get on your purpose. Any closing words?
Like I said, if any of your audience would like that core values workshop bundle, I would love to share it with them. So just let me know. And it has been an absolute pleasure to be here with you today, Jeffrey Edwards. A pleasure to meet you, a pleasure to be invited. I'm incredibly honored to be here. And I say to everyone that is listening, if you think you can't do it, that means that that's a whisper. You absolutely can do it. I'm living proof of it. When people would say, you're so and so's daughter, you're not going to do it. You think you're going to graduate? That's not for you. You think that you're going to do that? No, not for you. I did it. I did it every single day. And somebody in the family just said it to me the other day. They don't learn. They don't learn their lessons. They said, sounds pretty dramatic. You going to write a book? I said, exactly. I am. How did you know what my intention was for today?
There you go. Man, you gotta tell them. You're talking smack like that. Wow. What? That's all I'm saying. I love that. Wow.
I'm not, Jeffrey, it's like this. I'm not listening to the garbage anymore. I'm not listening to the garbage. Garbage in, garbage out.
Woo. Woo. I don't know what I do. Somebody get that sash with me like, wait, woo. Jesus, I want a power bounce by like WrestleMania. Who you talking to like that? The force is strong in you. Ooh, that's too much sass for your boy. Wait. Woo. Ooh, I've been taking him back here and now. I'm like, dang. You felt that comfortable to say that to you, really?
Yeah.
They want to duck. Wow.
Watch out.
Be your family sometimes just throw them knives at you like that. I'm dramatic. Woo. We got a few more questions. A few more. Wow. Now you in the shadow, so it's game so. Wow. Well, you're so dramatic. Wow. Who does that? Wow. Still trying to roll it. Let that roll. The sass and just I'm appalled. Think that sassy. Dang, dramatic? Really? Okay. Genesee talking smack, Jeffrey bare feet in the grass and hug a tree. No, my bad. We did that already. Did that one already. Here we go. Oh, Kimberly, stay tuned.
I love it. Gina, post it. Yes. Or Jeffrey, post the picture. I want to share it on my social media.
I ain't got no problem doing it. I ain't got no problem doing it, but see, the people I roll with, the jokes we have. So I already know my people like, he did what? Oh, let me get this 8K of jokes and load it because I'm about to just hit him with them. They gonna have so many jokes. I'm like, all right, get them out your system. If I throw a water balloon at you, my people, we talk to smack because I know I do it. I ain't gonna. I talk a lot of trash. Now, I might see all humble on my show, but this is my show. But my people, oh yeah, I get them back. So I know me hugging the tree. I got love for you, so I'm gonna do it.
I can't wait to get that picture.
Yeah. And I don't know if I want Gina taking it because she's gonna really be talking smack. She's got that. We ain't met in person yet, but she's got that vibe. She gonna be. I'm recorded too and talking. You are with nature, Jeff. That's a teammate though. No, for. Big Chris said something again. You both rock. You rock too, sir. Another great show. Hey, these guests keep coming, man. Yeah, she loving it. I know she'll record me. I know it. That's one I gotta watch. I get my Men in Black with the little light. She don't remember nothing. The jokes be coming. He was hugging the tree, doing like a handstand. I got the proof. Like, man, people I know gonna crack me. Jokes, can you put that out there? I guess you could put in the private chat how they can get the gift you want to give, and I can put that on the link stuff.
Okay.
Put that out there too.
Oh, I just put it here in the chat?
Yeah, the private chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're classified. You know, they can't see all that. They got clearance.
Oh, wait. Should I leave yet? Or are we done?
No, I ain't gonna leave yet because I ain't ended the show yet.
All right.
Solid stuff, okay. All that good stuff. Yeah, she got some jokes with Frolic over there. Okay, Jenna. I got your number, girl. You keep it up. Frolic. See, be your own people, man. Your own people. Yep, I checked that out. Let's see, I think I got everything. I'm just gonna play my advertisement and the video. So if you, I do gotta ask, did you feel like family? That's my tagline. I always make sure I live up to it.
I did. You know, like I said, I really appreciate it. I loved the belly laughs and the and the connection. I mean, this is what it's all about, you know? This is what it's all about. So I thank you.
No problem. Now, if you wanted to leave out, you can.
Well, I wanted to put it out in the chat, but I didn't want to mess up your recording.
Oh no, as long as you put in a private chat, it'll still be there.
Okay.
I came up with advertisement for my music and books that I'm about to world premiere before I close out with the outro because I messed up the earlier part. So check out these amazing. I ain't put on music, just pictures, folks, just pictures. So check out my books, my music. And here we go with this awesomeness. I totally forgot I did put music on it. Those are songs from my new album I'm working on.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So I get back in the studio and put some words. Here's the next one. I'm going to let this play for a second. This is for the music. Get the albums, people. Good music, good time. Don't give them too much.
Can you give me the a little picture of that so I can put it on my Instagram?
Oh yeah, I can send it to you because I took a picture of them already. and I'll send it to you in the inbox.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture really quick. And I'll post
Sure.
it on
Okay,
Instagram.
go ahead. And I didn't figure out how to do the Instagram live, so still got to work on how to do that. Figure it out.
Smile. All right, I'll post it on Instagram tonight.
Awesome. And
all right.
Yeah, I'm leaving, Gina. Y'all still on? I'll tell you, boy, family.
I'm gonna put the PDF for the workbook in LinkedIn.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. Have a good one. And now here's the outro, everybody.
Okay.